Welcome to the Family Partnership's Better Together Livestream event, presented by Mutual of America. I'm Mychael Rambo, your host. I am passionately drawn to the work of the Family Partnership, not only because of their years of success and commitment, but also their proven results that they have had, understanding that we arrive at our best selves when we partner together toward our ultimate goal, better families and better communities. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Molly Greenman, the Family Partnership's president and CEO. Molly.
Thank you, Mychael, and thanks to everyone for joining us. Let me start by acknowledging that in Minneapolis, we are standing on Dakota and Anishinaabe land. I ask each of us to take a moment to reflect on the legacies of violence against and displacement of Indigenous people that is part of our collective history and which informs the world we live in today. The Family Partnership honors the wisdom and contributions of our Indigenous elders, past and present, and we seek to build mutual respect through our actions.
This sentiment is more than just words. It expresses a truth that we must uphold, honor, and pledge allegiance. I understand that the Family Partnership serves primarily people of color. In fact, communities of color represent 83% of those served last year.
Our primary purpose is to help families living in poverty clear the path to success. The truth is, decades of structural racism in the Twin Cities means that people of color disproportionately experience poverty, adversity, and trauma. Sadly, this often results in negative outcomes in health and well-being and is passed down from one generation to the next.
Last year, our community experienced the murder of George Floyd. His public lynching left an indelible imprint upon the psyche of the American public, fueling the continued discourse over systemic racism and police violence in our nation. George Floyd's death has brought about a call for action and a call for change that is happening across this state, this country, and the world. Molly, what impacts have you seen at the Family Partnership?
Well, both COVID and the murder of George Floyd laid bare over 400 years of trauma, violence, and systemic racism directed at people of color. The Family Partnership stands in solidarity with Black, Brown, Indigenous, immigrant, and LGBTQ communities, including our staff and clients, who have experienced violence at the hands of police. The Family Partnership has a long history of advocating for policy and systems change to disrupt the systems that perpetuate unequal treatment for people of color and barriers to families achieving the health, housing, education, and employment needed for greater well-being.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you for your leadership and for underscoring the fact that the Family Partnership is deeply rooted in its commitment to these concerns, as well as the families and community members you serve. Now, that being said, here's a golden opportunity to introduce our featured performer, Chastity Brown. Chastity Brown has earned widespread critical acclaim for her thought-provoking and powerful lyrics with an earthy voice that has both power and vulnerability. As our city was rocked by racial tension, she responded with her voice in reaction to police violence against our people. Chastity wrote her single, Golden.
So you stay. The golden drops upon my lips, in golden eyes, in golden hair, and in glory, in the power of our name. So why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry up in here? Oh, If you think that's political, don't get me started. Oh, you know I'm golden and I flaunt it. You know it's true. Everything I touch is golden, and every time I sing, you wanna be on it. You know the swag I bring it's flawless. You know it's true. So why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Oh, why have I got to be angry? Open here. Why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Oh, why have I got to be angry? Open here. Does this black woman voice have too much power? Would it go down sweetly if I sang softer? Does this black woman voice have too much power? Would it go down sweetly if I sang softer? So why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Up in here. Why have I got to be angry? Why have I got to be angry? Oh, why have I got to be angry? Up in Come on, Greg.
Whew, golden indeed.
That's great.
What a powerful voice. What a powerful presence. Chastity Brown. She'll perform later in our program, so stay tuned for that. But now, let's learn more about how the family partnership serves families.
It's important to understand that across all our programs, we use a two-generation or whole family approach. Research shows that when programs and services include both children and their caregivers, improvements in health and well-being are more effective and sustainable. Despite COVID in 2020, we served nearly 6,000 people, mostly through new virtual strategies. And we also kept our 2 preschools open for in-person learning. And our impact was significant. 100% of our 5-year-olds tested kindergarten ready. Wow. And 97% of all our little learners made progress toward their developmental goals. In our counseling programs, 85% of children maintained or improved skills to manage their emotions and behaviors. So important to school success. In Pride, our anti-sex trafficking program, 80% of participants met or improved on their goals to exit sexual exploitation and rebuild their lives. 3 out of 4 people in our mobility mentoring program maintained or improved their scores towards greater economic self-sufficiency. I'm extremely proud of our staff's ability to pivot and innovate during the pandemic and maintain services to our families. Now, I'm very excited to share that in addition to our center in North Minneapolis, the Family Partnership is getting ready to open our new Building for Better Futures in South Minneapolis. Families from the Phillips, Powderhorn, and other South Minneapolis neighborhoods will have easier access to our new location on Lake Street in Bloomington. This move is the result of an intentional decision by our Board of Directors in 2014 to locate the Family Partnership services in the neighborhoods where families need us the most. Now I'd like to share a sneak peek of how our new center will better support those accessing our services by taking a look at the Pride program areas. We're still moving in, so please pardon our mess.
The Pride program is here to serve individuals who have been impacted by the commercial sex industry. We do so by supporting them no matter where they're at. That means that anywhere in their journey, whether they're ready to leave the life or not, they can walk through our doors and receive the services.
This could be your daughter, your son. And having Pride's program right here in the heart of where it's happening, one, it's a shorter distance for victims to have to go. Individuals can actually find Pride right where all the drama is happening. This provides a safe place to come and change clothes, get fed, sit down and get safe rest with your brain so you can even think about where you're gonna go next or what your options are. Being clean is a wonderful feeling and everyone's entitled to it.
You can see the full Building for Better Futures video on our new website. Now I know COVID-19 provided challenges for all of us over the past year. Maybe you experienced isolation or brain fog or financial pressure. But imagine you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment with 3 young children and struggling to pay the rent. And imagine that your own childhood included growing up in a household with abuse, addiction, homelessness, or poverty. And those childhood experiences affect your ability to handle stressful situations today. We know from research that when children, especially up until age 6, are exposed to toxic stress, it impairs healthy brain development and the skills needed to succeed in school and life. To counteract this, the Family Partnership developed a curriculum in 2019, Executive Functioning Across Generations, for preschool children and their parents. The curriculum is designed to boost the brain's executive functioning skills, which include the ability to plan, make decisions, and respond flexibly to situations. Even during COVID, our national pilots using virtual curriculum delivery are continuing with the Harvard Center on the Developing Child and partner programs in 5 states around the country. And we look forward to starting additional pilots with family home visiting programs here in Minnesota later this year. I hope you'll visit our new website to learn more about all of our work. But now, I'd like to share one family's experience with the Family Partnership.
Well, how about you sing and I'll do the drums?
LaDonna Griffin knew the Family Partnership's 4 Directions Multicultural Therapeutic Preschool was the right place for her 2-year-old daughter.
I didn't want her in a traditional child care setting. I wanted her someplace where she could learn something and take that with her when it was time to go to school.
Oh yeah, here goes your spoon.
We offer full-day, year-round education and care for children 16 months to up to 12 years of age. We have multicultural families from South Minneapolis. The majority of the children are Native American. We also offer Ojibwe and Dakota language immersion with partners with Wichowie Nanda D. Kandan.
When Marsanda started at 4 Directions, LaDonna noticed that she had some struggles at home, selling herself down and sleeping. But she thought Marsanda would outgrow these behaviors.
Once each child enters the preschool within the first 30 days, we do a comprehensive developmental screen, which entails looking at fine motor skills, gross motor skills, expressive and receptive language skills, cognitive skills, and social emotional skills.
Testing revealed that Marsanda had a difference from her peers in sensory processing skills, especially in the area of touch. She also struggled with fine motor skills. Often her frustration would take over.
Marsanda had a fight or flight. She would scream, she would take off her shoes and things like that. You could touch her and she'd take off. And it was just her body feeling uncomfortable. If she didn't understand something, she would get so frustrated that she would just shut down.
LaDonna outfitted Marsanda with more comfortable clothing. Then, our therapist began working with her on self-regulation skills.
Sandy was explaining some body language and when she's feeling like this on what to do. And she actually said that to Sandy. She said that, I don't know what's going on. I don't know when my body does this. And Sandy then told her, and I'm trying not to cry now, Sandy actually told her that it was okay, that it happens to a lot of people, and Sandy said she understood. And that was super important to me because for her to be that young and to realize that there's something going on, but not and not really know what it is, to have someone actually tell her that they understand and try to show her what to do when she's feeling like that was major for me.
Marsanda has thrived over several years of therapy. Now, her sessions include building executive functioning brain skills by creating and planning an obstacle course. This requires problem solving, sequencing, and critical thinking skills. And it's fun.
She no longer runs. She can identify when she's starting to feel like that, and she can tell you what she needs.
She really has been able to thrive. She is able to attend to her distance learning now in the older kids' classroom. She has an excellent relationship with her peers. She's a leader. She's worked really hard and she's come a long way.
That's right, they're on his head.
If you are interested in your kid getting the non-traditional childcare environment, put them here. I can't say enough about this program because everybody I've encountered at this program actually cared. And I truly am sad that she's now getting to that age where she won't be here all day because I think she gets what she needs. And they care. It shows. It always has.
Good afternoon. My name is Gleason Glover, and I'm honored to serve on the board of the Family Partnership. And I'm even more honored to be joined by my wife, Andrea Carroll Glover. Andrea, thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule to join us.
Well, thank you, Gleason, for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to support the Family Partnership in their important work.
What an amazing program we've seen. Truly remarkable stories of staff and families working together to make lasting change in our community.
Indeed, Gleason, the work done at the Family Partnership reflects our own family values of service to others and the importance of helping those most at risk in our society.
We have collectively been experiencing one of the most tumultuous times in Minnesota history. People are hurting and the world has been forever changed. What the world is going to look like moving forward is still to be determined, and it will be determined by those who show up. You showed up today. Thank you. One of the things I'm most proud of is serving on the Family Partnership's Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Council. It's just one example of the concrete actions the Family Partnership has taken over the decades that backs up the words they put on paper. As my good friend David Brackett, whose great-grandfather founded the organization, likes to say, the Family Partnership isn't good because it's old because it's good. Well, it is good, and it is old. It's been serving the community for 143 years, and it isn't going away anytime soon.
Building a new resource center in a historically marginalized neighborhood is just another example of how over the decades the Family Partnership has strived to improve the lives of children and families.
That sustained commitment by the Family Partnership to the future is what motivates us even more to be a part of this organization, and we invite you to join us. We're excited today to announce a $50,000 sustainability matching grant. A huge thank you to Mortensen Construction for being the lead sponsor of this grant.
You've seen the Family Partnership's commitment to long-term change, and we ask you to send a powerful message by joining us in a multi-year pledge. If you're able to, please select one of the pledges on the left side of the screen and join us in doing the long-term hard work that is needed. Your pledge will be matched. If you don't see a package that is right for you, please email Brian Kimmons at info@thefamilypartnership.org and he will reach out to you as soon as possible.
If you're not in a position to make a multi-year pledge, please consider signing up for monthly giving. In today's world, it seems like almost everything today is a monthly subscription, from movies to gym and club memberships. We hope you'll make the Family Partnership one of your monthly items. Your gift will be matched for 1 year. It's easy. In the donation section, just select monthly. And if you're already a monthly giver, if you increase your monthly amount by a minimum of $5, you can be a part of the match too, with your new giving amount matched for 1 year.
If you're not in a position to give monthly, please consider a one-time gift today. Every gift is important. You've seen the impact your giving can make. Every dollar raised goes to help children and families like LaDonna and Marsanda, who you saw earlier today. If you'd like to give via donor-advised fund or through your family foundation, please email Brian. Otherwise, select the one-time gift option on the donation section, or you can text TFP 2021 to 76278.
Thank you so much for attending today's event and learning more about the Family Partnership. Thank you for being someone who cares about the community, who cares about people, who cares enough to make a difference.
As a community, we truly are better together.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Together, we can. Reach out and touch. If you haven't noticed, that's exactly what the Family Partnership does. The Family Partnership reaches out with a helping hand so that families receive what they need and deserve to live and to thrive. Indeed, this world can be a better place, and we can make it so. And speaking of a better place, I'd say that right now is the perfect place to give our sponsors a big hand. A special thank you to the Mutual of America, our presenting sponsor, and Mortensen, our sustaining sponsor. And thanks to our neighborhood and community sponsors, our cultivating sponsors, and our supporting sponsors. We are truly, truly grateful for everyone's support of the Family Partnership. And now, we will close our program with Chastity Brown performing her new song, Chariot.
you back, only 1 mile to go. Oh, heart, don't fail me now. My feet won't bail me out. Heart, don't fail me now. You got this sweet name, better than I've ever known. Fill me with a happiness, keep it like a pocket stone. I remember when I looked into your eyes, I could see something never done seen before. Like looking deep in my own reflection, but really it was yours. It was so familiar, something I could build and take down, and later we could build it back up. Get so broken sometimes, so open, unwind. Here we are. You got this sweetness, better than I've ever known. Fill me with a happiness, I keep it like a pocket stone. I keep it like the morning light, shining on my book of poems. I was reading when I caught your eyes. Now I call your heart my home. Now I call your heart my home. Oh, you got, it's better than I've ever known. Fill me with a happiness, I keep it like a pocket stone.